Rajiv Gandhi College of Management Studies, Ghansoli, Navi Mumbai, Maharashtra is established under Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Education, Science and Technological Research, Janister Trust. Janister Trust was established in the year 1985 under the dynamic leadership of our chairman Shri Vittal Rao Jadhav Sir to meet the increasing needs of the students for quality education. Janister Trust is managing over 30 institutions which include schools, degree colleges, engineering college, agricultural colleges and hostels in Nanded, Aurangabad and Navi Mumbai. Today, Janister's schools and colleges are well known for its teaching and pedagogy. Honorable Shri Vittal Rao Jadhav Sir has played a pivotal role in establishment of various educational trusts across Maharashtra, namely MIT Pune and Marathwada Mitra Mandal Pune. He has established about 30 educational institutes all over Maharashtra under the banner name of Janister Trust in various fields like management, engineering, agriculture, biotechnology, research and many more. His ideology reflects in the vision and mission of RGCMS. He believed that education is necessary to deliver a social and economic impact in the society. He promotes industry-academia interaction to provide better exposure to the youth of our nation. Our promoter, Honorable Sunil Jadhav Sir, is an eminent enterprising educationalist and social entrepreneur. He has gained a prominent position in the society due to the exemplary work he has done in his career. His rise to prominence can be attributed to his strong willpower, caliber, conviction, dedication, and leadership quality. He did his BE in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from BITS Pilani, MS in Computer and Information Science from NJIT, New Jersey, USA, and is a Level 3 candidate for Chartered Financial Analyst, USA. To achieve this vision, he believes in leveraging the intellectual and emotional capital here in the faculty and student community to create tomorrow's global leaders today. He believes in promoting and sustaining culture of integrity, openness and transparency that stokes curiosity at every turn, encourages collaboration and gets the best out of every student. Our promoter, Honorable Ashwini Jadhav Ma'am, has played a pivotal role in establishment of institutes in Navi Mumbai. She has established herself in the entertainment industry by acting in Hindi theatre, Gujarati films and Hindi serials. She has produced English play exhibited in Tata NCPA, was member of Censor Board for Film Certification CBFC for 2 years, winner of WOW Awards as an independent entrepreneur and socialite, a philanthropist at heart who believes in giving back to the society with her never-ending quench for learning has motivated her to uplift and benefit the society by becoming a counselor, mental health practitioner and certified access bars facilitator. She has also attended Landmark Forum and Rebirthing Breathwork, participated in Times Women's Drive for Awareness on Breast Cancer in 2018, believes in educating the youth of the nation to rebuild a better tomorrow. Working as a trustee member of Janister Trust, which comprises of 23 educational institutes for over 2 decades, has helped her evolve as an entrepreneur and socialite. Our promoter, Ms. Sharmishta Jadhav Ma'am, is the first women commercial pilot from Marathwada region. She has studied education, innovation and social entrepreneurship in comparative perspective at Harvard University, Boston, USA. She is a pioneer in development of women in Indian aviation sector. Our campus is located in the heart of Navi Mumbai, Ghansoli, which is very near to Thane Belapur Industrial Belt. The city's businesses is growing at a rapid pace with proposed international airport in Navi Mumbai. The Raigad district, which is in the neighborhood of Navi Mumbai, is also experiencing a huge growth by increasing the opportunities for everyone. RGCMS is spread across 3.5 acres land, including built-up area of 1986 square meter to provide state-of-art infrastructure and learning resources. It is designed to provide an excellent ambience for academic activities. It has sports ground with well-maintained garden area and sports facilities for the students. The vision of RGCMS is to be an institute that nurtures business professionals to deliver social and economic impact. The mission of RGCMS is to provide a platform for academic delivery in coherence with defined teaching process, to encourage our faculty and students for industry-academia interaction, to expose and inculcate social ethical values in students. Our core values are ethical behavior, socially responsible, integrity, transparency and fairness, and collaboration and teamwork. The director of our institute, Professor Dr. Dinesh Gabne, is a seasoned professional with total experience of over 20 years. He holds a PhD in business management and has published as well as presented numerous research papers in globally indexed national and international journals. Apart from this, he is editorial board member, reviewer of many management journals. He is a PhD supervisor of JJT University, Rajasthan for management subject. His academic achievements include Outstanding Teacher Award by IGCCI, Best Researcher Award by DK International Research Foundation, and Innovator Educator Award by Global Triumph Foundation. His area of interest includes strategic management and quantitative techniques. He is an author of several internationally published reference books and textbooks. He has patents too in his credit so far. As an expert in SPSS statistical packages for social sciences, he is a resource person in various reputed institutes for their RUSA MHRD sponsored programs. He is a member of the Board of Studies and lifetime member of Center for Education Growth and Research and Star International Foundation for Research and Education. We at RGCMS undertake numerous ISR Institute social responsibility activities like cleanliness drive, tree plantation activity, blood donation camp, Safe Soil campaign, thalassemia awareness, road safety awareness, Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, CPR training, amongst others. RGCMS takes initiatives to conduct seminars and workshops to bring together subject matter experts and industry leaders to share their knowledge and thoughts. Students are able to learn new things, develop their analytical thinking, interpersonal skills, raise their talent and capacities by attending these workshops and hands-on experiences. We conduct various seminars and drives such as seminar on bamboo products by the founder and CEO of Bamboo India, Mr. Yogesh Shinde. Seminar on supply chain management by the founder of Mumbai Ka Dabbawala, Mr. Raghunath Medge. Seminar on eye donation and conduction of organ donation drive at various malls and public places. Industrial visits are also organized for students to get practical exposure of the management theories and concepts. National industrial visits were organized in Vardhaman Textiles situated in Himachal Pradesh, Gate and Movement Analysis Lab System situated in Rajasthan, Group SEB situated in Chandigarh, and many more. International industrial visits were also organized for the students to gain international exposure in Tiger Breweries and Ney Water Plant situated in Singapore, Middlesex University and Utmost Manufacturing situated in Dubai. Along with national and international industrial visits, one-day local industrial visits are also conducted for the students to make the most of the industries located locally. One-day local industrial visits were organized at Sahyadri Farms, Masgaon Dock Limited, Common Effluent Treatment Plant CETP, and Rashmi Chemicals of others. Student body is the voice of students. It facilitates participative decision-making by their representation in various committees. We at RGCMS give students a platform for taking part in various committees which helps in shaping themselves for future. Students conducted different activities such as inter-college debate competition, post-mortem of failed startups, idea generation contest, workshop on My Story session by successful innovator, business quiz and Zest 2023 amongst others. Student development programs were organized where the students were organizers as well as the speakers. SDPs on designing effective PowerPoint presentation, Google Form a digital data collection tool, crafting research papers, creating presentations on Canva, and many more. Student body also organizes events for students like freshers and farewell for the students every year. RGCMS library has a very rich collection of books. It has several useful in-house digital resources like university question papers, syllabus and institutional archives are also available in the library. It is a fully computerized with application of barcode technology and well-known library management software named SOUL. The software extends the facilities like WebOPEC to search books and journals available in the library. There is a dedicated computer laboratory with high-speed internet connectivity and free Wi-Fi for the students. Students are encouraged to make the most of the facility provided to them for practical, academic research, presentations, preparations for interviews and studies. Our classes and seminar halls are fully furnished and air-conditioned with a capacity of 80 to 100 students. These classrooms offer the comfort to the students by enabling them to sit for longer hours with concentration and ease. There is a power backup facility for the uninterrupted power supply to make sure the classes are not being hampered. There is a playground sports ground where the different sports activities such as box cricket, tug of war, badminton, volleyball are organized. Zest is the cultural fest of RGCMS. Every year, we celebrate Zest with great enthusiasm and zeal. In this cultural event, there are numerous activities and competitions for students, and the competitive aura of the competitors make these events more charming. Students are encouraged to participate in various activities and competitions like mehendi, face painting, nail art, rangoli, dancing, singing, fashion show, and the last day is the sports day where all the students play the indoor and outdoor games in the college campus. To promote growth, placement, internships and faculty exchange, we have signed MOUs with different companies, institutions and research consultancies. Our students participate in different intercollegiate events and have won several trophies in same. They have also published numerous research papers and participated in Ektara National Research Conference paper publication, in which our student won the paper presentation and publication competition. Our awards and accolades are Edupreneurs from Times of India, CSR collaboration with Rotary Club, Business School of the Year by Indian Icon Awards 2022, Most Trusted Management College Award by Eminent Research 2022, Business School of the Year by Kitescraft Productions at EEA 2022 Conference, and Management Institute of the Year Award, amongst others. We widely use G Suite for emails, calendars, classrooms and Google Meet. We also use Zoom for webinars. We have our own homegrown course file system and LMS. We have a strong social media presence on Instagram with the name RGCMS Official and on Facebook as well as on LinkedIn. Students undertook a live project under Entrepreneurship Development Committee wherein they developed more than 300 creatives. The team members were enrolled in various courses to understand basic concepts of digital marketing. They learned and applied all the concepts simultaneously, resulting in remarkable increase of followers from 56 to 1800. To address curriculum gap, students were encouraged to upskill themselves by enrolling in LinkedIn Learning, Udemy, Coursera, Google, Tata Steel Capability Development, IBM Skills Build for short-term certificate courses. Think Management, Think RGCMS, Aim High. Rajiv Gandhi College of Management Studies, Ghansoli, Navi Mumbai, Maharashtra is established under Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Education, Science and Technological Research, Janister Trust. Janister Trust was established in the year 1985 under the dynamic leadership of our chairman, Shri Vittal Rao Jadhav Sir, to meet the increasing needs of the students for quality education. Janister Trust is managing over 30 institutions which include schools, degree colleges, engineering college, agricultural colleges and hostels in Nanded, Aurangabad and Navi Mumbai. Today, Janister's schools and colleges are well known for its teaching and pedagogy. Honorable Shri Vittal Rao Jadhav Sir has played a pivotal role in establishment of various educational trusts across Maharashtra, namely MIT Pune and Marathwada Mitra Mandal Pune. He has established about 30 educational institutes all over Maharashtra under the banner name of Janister Trust in various fields like management, engineering, agriculture, biotechnology, research and many more. His ideology reflects in the vision and mission of RGCMS. He believed that education is necessary to deliver a social and economic impact in the society. He promotes industry-academia interaction to provide better exposure to the youth of our nation. Our promoter, Honorable Sunil Jadhav Sir, is an eminent enterprising educationalist and social entrepreneur. He has gained a prominent position in the society due to the exemplary work he has done in his career. His rise to prominence can be attributed to his strong willpower, caliber, conviction, dedication, and leadership quality. He did his BE in Electrical and Electronics Engineering from BITS Pilani, MS in Computer and Information Science from NJIT, New Jersey, USA.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Uh, Thanks for all the participants.
Rajiv Gandhi College of Management Studies, Ghansoli.
B. Gayatri. Ma'am, you're there with us?
Yes, ma'am, I'm with you. I'm the
Yeah.
one who has responded for you to start.
Okay, no, we were actually waiting to system check and everything. And before starting the session, I would like to thank you that for your precious time with us. It's my pleasure to introduce you today with for this session for IIC event, where you will be leading through on the workshop. I mean, on the expert talk on the process of innovation and development. Students definitely will be gaining lot of knowledge from you with your expertise and with your helpful knowledge to the students. So let me introduce my student. My student Pranali Pawar from SYMMS will be introducing the resource person. Over to you, Pranali.
Good morning, everyone. I am Pranali Pawar, SMA MMS student at Rajiv Gandhi College of Management Studies, Kansoli. Welcome you all to today's webinar on expert talk on the process of innovation development, technology readiness levels, commercialization of lab technologies, and tech transfer. Today, we have the privilege of learning from an exceptional thought leader whose work has truly made a difference in the fields of education, research, and innovation. Our esteemed speaker, Dr. B. Gayatri ma'am, is an associate professor of computer science at Bishop Heber College. Dr. Gayatri madam's journey is a testament to passion, perseverance, and purpose. Still, since 2008, she has been shaping young minds and driving progress at Bishop Heber College, where her dedication to teaching and research has earned her achievements and admiration. She stands as a pioneer in the field of green cloud computing, championing sustainable solutions for a bright future. Her commitment to learning is unparalleled, with an impressive completion of 46 online courses from renowned platforms like Coursera, Udemy, and Simply Earn, constantly enriching her expertise. Her academic accomplishments are awe-inspiring. 184 184 paper presentations, 32 published journals, 8 authored books, recipient of 38 prestigious awards, including the Best Teacher Award from former Governor Roser. Dr. Gayatri Ma'am's influence transcends boundaries. She is an editorial member of IJITRA in Oman, a reviewer for esteemed US journals like JENRS and Astage, and the proud holder of 22 patents, including 4 Indian patents, 1 UK patent, and 2 copyrights. Not only a thought leader in the academics, but she has also graced 72 stages as a guest speaker, attended 185 seminars, conferences, and workshops, and organized 30 impactful events. Her membership in 6 professional organizations which further highlights her dedication to advancing the field of computer science. But there's more to Dr. Gayatri ma'am than her impressive resume. She is also a poet, a social worker, and a true champion of innovation, inspiring all those enough to cross her path. Dr. Gayatri ma'am is not just a name, but she is also a source of inspiration and a pioneer in her professional. Let us warmly welcome in her today's webinar and prepare to be inspired by her words of wisdom and vision for the future. Dr. Gayatri ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Gauri. Ma'am, shall I share my screen? Uh, is it okay?
Yes, ma'am, you can share. I have made you the host, ma'am.
Yeah. Hope is everything okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome you all today to an expert talk on innovation to commercialization, where we navigate the technology readiness level and the intellectual property landscape. My name is Dr. Gayatri, and I'm honored to be a speaker today. As we gather here today, there are thousands of innovators and researchers around the world where we work tirelessly to develop the groundbreaking technologies. But did you all know that only a small fraction of these innovators make into the market, which is the need of the hour? What sets the successful ones apart? Today, we are going to explore the answers to these questions, and we can dwell into the critical aspects of technology readiness, the commercialization, and intellectual property protection. Over the next few minutes, we will be discussing the technology readiness level framework, the commercialization process, the importance of patent and the trademark protection, and we will also be examining the challenges and opportunities that arise during the innovation journey. And we will be providing the actionable insights to help you navigate the complex landscape. But this isn't just a one-way conversation. I can encourage you to participate, ask questions, and share your own experience also. Let's work together to create a dynamic and interactive discussion that will lead you to the practical knowledge and inspiration to drive your own innovation initiatives. So let's get started on this exciting journey from innovation to commercialization. Our first topic will be the technology readiness level, the process innovation development, where we can move on. Innovation is actually the lifeblood of any organization. Wherever we go, we talk about the innovation, so which is going to be the lifeblood of any organization. What it does, it enables us to stay ahead in the competition. We need to address the customer needs and we need to drive the growth. So the process of innovation development is going to be the transformation of the idea into a systematic approach. So, based on the program outcomes, if we need to say the process of innovation development, how it is going to be done as a development, we need to analyze the market trends and we need to analyze the customer needs. Thereby, the innovation strategies will be informed. We need to evaluate the feasibility and also the potential impact of our innovative ideas. We need to evaluate the feasibility and effectiveness of the innovation process must be assessed, and we need to identify what are all the areas for improvement. And to drive the innovation, as of the data what we have to inform the decision making process to drive our innovation. Technology readiness level is a knot which we want to untie. So we need to evaluate the maturity level of the technologies using the TRL framework what we have. Data must be analyzed, risk must be assessed to have the technology development. So thereby which we can have a potential benefits. So we need to use this TRL to inform the investment decisions, to prioritize the technology development projects. We need to have the technology readiness level framework. Critically, it must be evaluated. The technology development to have the effectiveness, we need to critically evaluate it in all these stages. To commercialize the lab technologies and the technology, the very simple thing is analyzation of the market data and to identify where are all the opportunities for commercialization. We have to fix the spaces. We need to evaluate the feasibility and the lab technology's potential impact we have to identify. The effectiveness must be assessed based on the commercialization strategies and the areas for improvement. What are all the areas to implement we need to identify? And finally, we need to use all these data to inform the decision making and drive the commercialization. So, to driving the commercialization, the only thing is analyzing the market, evaluating the feasibility, and assess the effectiveness, and finally using all these data to inform the decision making. What are all the commercialization process and what are all the steps we need to get to it? We have some steps what we have identified. Step one goes with the patent protection. And step two goes with the market research. Step 3 goes with the development of a business strategy. Step 4 with the licensing and partnerships. Step 5 with the product development and launching of the product. And step 6, the intellectual property management and evaluation. After delivering also, as we do, we have to evaluate and further improvement in what are all the places needed must be done to stay in the market. So patent protection, we need to file a patent, we need to file our innovative idea must be patented, we need to file it, we need to publish it, must be granted, and we can make it into a commercialized product. So we must ensure that our innovation is patented, thereby which it will be prevented from others from using it or copying it. And we have to conduct a pattern searches also. We need to verify the uniqueness of our innovation and identify the potential components in our innovative component. We have to identify the potential competitors also who are all with our ideology. And market research. In market research, we can do in three final steps. We can identify the target markets. We can determine the industries, the applications, the geographical regions where our innovations can be applied. What is our idea? That particular idea, how it is going to be bothering them, how we can implement over there. And we have to analyze the market demand. We have to assess the potential demand for our innovation and its competitive landscape. We need to find it out. And we have to determine the market size. Determining the market size is we have to estimate the revenue potential of our innovation. That we have to find it out. These things comes under the market research. Developing a business strategy. For this, we have to define our business model. We have to decide how we will generate revenue from our innovation. What are all the sources for generating the revenue? For example, the licensing, the product sales, or services, in what way our business model is going to be. And we have to create a marketing plan even. Marketing plan is more important, that it will outline us how we will be promoting our innovation to the potential customers, because when we research about the market itself, we will be identifying our potential customers. As we check about the potential competitors for our idea, when we patent, when we have the innovation idea itself, we'll be finding out who are all the potential competitors for us. And when we go for the market research, we'll be finding out our potential customers also. We have to think about the marketing plan, the creation of the marketing plan. And then we have to establish the partnerships, obviously. Hope you all will agree with me. We have to identify the potential partners, collaborators, or distributors where who will be helping our commercialization of our innovation. They are going to act as an important wheel for our commercialization. We need to identify the potential partners who are all can be, and who are all can be our collaborators, who are all can be our distributors, thereby which we can have the innovation commercialization as an end product. Licensing and partnership. That is another important area we need to have our vision. We need to develop a licensing strategy. It will decide how we will license our innovation to others. It could be of exclusive licensing or non exclusive, or it could be royalty based. There are many licensing strategies, as we all know, and we have to find out which will be suiting us. And we have to check out with the registration process, and we have to register it for the licensing. Negotiate the licensing agreement. Negotiating. We will be working with the potential licenses, thereby we'll be establishing the mutually beneficial agreements also. There comes the negotiation. And we need to collaborate with the industry partners also. Collaboration. is another important thing we have to focus on. So, partner with the companies to develop or test or refine our innovation. We can partner with the companies in any stage. It could be of developing or testing or refining our innovation in whatever maybe the ideology. We can find out the spaces where we can collaborate with our partners. So, licensing and partnership is going to be the next step what we have to think about the commercialization, the licensing strategy and the licensing agreements, and how to collaborate with the industry partners. In what are all the ways we can collaborate with the industry partners, we need to have an eye on it. And product development and launch. Our innovative ideas can be made as a product, can be developed as a product, and obviously we need to launch it. So develop a product roadmap. Here will be outlining the development process for our innovation. What is the ideology what we have, that we are in a development process of the innovation. We will be creating a prototype. We will be developing a prototype to test and also to refine our innovation, because what idea we have, it will be having some refining process. We will be fine tuning our innovation when we come it to be as a finished product. So the working prototype, we need to check it out for the testing of the product and refining of our innovation. Launch of the product. We need to introduce our innovation to the market. How it could be introduced to our market through the targeted marketing and also with the sales efforts what we are taking, because already we will have been analyzing the market strategies, our potential customers, our potential competitors. So we need to have the targeted marketing and the sales efforts to launch our product. Intellectual property management. Intellectual property, we all know it is a brainchild. Our innovation, our ideology, which is going to stay as such for years. Once we have a new idea, a new innovative idea, we will be framing a particular document regarding that. We will writing the abstract, we will be writing the clients, we will be developing with the diagrams, and we will be submitting to all the patents. It could be our Indian patents or it could be other countries also. We will be developing the ideology, the brainchild, our innovative idea will be patented first. We will be submitting it to them, and after their examination, it will be filed and published. So that intellectual property must be managed. So monitor the patent maintenance fees. We need to ensure the timely payment of the patent maintenance fees to maintain our patent protection, which is to be paid to the government. And we need to track the patent infringement also. As we all know, infringement, which talks about the illegal usage of our patent. When we talk about the usage of the patent ideas, there are a percentage of usage can be given, a percentage. For example, if it is a table, some entities of data, like that, we have some percentage of usage, which is called as a fair usage. For example, when we talk about the education sector and other things, fair usage is allowed. But we should not take it as such granted. Thereby, many people, what they are doing is that particular thing. That should not be done, taken for granted. Fair usage is entirely different from copying, and also mere the usage of amount is being the excuses where all people state nowadays, and they are just like using other innovation ideas. That should not be the case. And because of the technology updates, what is happening these days is that the work of the copier also has become very easy. Actually, the technology is for the improvement of the development and other stuff. But these days, the copier work also is becoming very easy, which has been stated by many people. That should not be the case. Fair usage is allowed always, and we need to track about the patent infringement also. Who are all using our patent ideas, our innovation ideas without the proper knowledge or with the proper copyrights or with proper stating how they are doing it. So we need to monitor the potential infringement of a patent, and the necessary action should be taken. If necessary, we should take a action against them. And we have to consider the patent portfolio management. That is, we need to manage our patent portfolio to maximize the value and minimize the cost, thereby which our ideology will be reached to more heights. We have to consider the patent portfolio management also in under the thing of intellectual property management. Ongoing evaluation and improvement. Ongoing evaluation and improvement is that monitoring the market feedback as we are giving our product to the end users. We need to gather the feedback from the customers and the stakeholders to improve our innovation, because we need to be up to date. We need to address the needs of our potential customers, because the needs will be wavering then and there as we have all the technology improvement and other stuff. This also will be in a needy one, so we need to update ourselves, we need to improve our innovation. For that, we need to get the continuous periodical continuous feedback from the customers and the stakeholders, and we need to continuously innovate it. We need to stay ahead in the competition, the market, because as we take about the potential customers, we know the potential competitors also, and we need to have an eye on the potential competitors also, and how to compete with them and how to satisfy our customers, that we need to have in our mind. So we need to stay ahead of the competition by continually improving and refining our innovation. The fine tune is more important over here. Am I with you? Am I with
Yes,
you?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, yes, ma'am.
thank you. And next is the adjustment of the business strategy. When we talk about the competition and when we talk about the innovation improvement, we need to adjust the business strategy even. So we need to refine our business strategy based on the market feedback what we have, and also based on the industry trends how it is moving on, and the customer needs how it is being changing then and there. Accordingly, our business strategy must be adjusted, which is the main component of the evaluation, the ongoing evaluation, and the improvement we talk about. Our product, our innovative ideas must be improved. So, the process of innovation, how it is about the ideation, the ideology, what we have, the incubation and acceleration, implementation. And when we talk about each things, the characteristics of the innovation development. What are all the key characteristics? As we all know, it involves the transforming ideas into the reality. What are all the brain child we have, the ideology, the new innovation things needs to come into reality. And we need to have a systematic approach for that to make it into a final product, at which involves the experimentation, and we should be ready enough for risk taking. That we all should make it as a keyword. It is a risk taking process actually. We all must be ready for that. Because why? Because we are we are in a thought of a innovative idea. When it comes into reality, we need to make it into a product. We need to cross many risk taking points, and we will be learning. As we all said, the innovation will be improved, will be fine tuned, will be customized, thereby which learning also will be done over in this process of journey. We need to focus on creating the value for the customers and also the organization. That focus also need. to be in our mind. These are all the key characteristics of the innovation development. And we can see here one real world example. We all know it's just a recap for us. Apple's development of the iPhone. In 2004, the Apple CEO Steve Jobs he conceptualized a mobile phone which will integrate seamlessly with other Apple devices and through a systematic approach involving the ideation, as we said, incubation, acceleration, and implementation. Apple transformed this idea into reality. Based on these steps only, they were able to make it into a reality. So, what is the ideation they had? Apple's team they brainstormed and researched about to identify the key features and the functionalities the iPhone is going to have. That is the ideology behind their innovation. Incubation. They developed the prototypes and they tested it to validate their assumptions because they need to develop it and they need to test it because all are our idea, the brain child, and we need to move on with the steps to make it into a product. Acceleration, they defined the Apple, they refined the prototypes. What prototypes they developed, they refined them. They developed a business plan and they prepared for a launch. An implementation, they launched the iPhone in 2007 after all these steps, which revolutionized the mobile phone industry. This is what happened at the implementation stage. And this is one of the example we can go through. And when we talk about the ideation, the ideology, it is the source of innovation, the brainstorming techniques and idea selection. So, ideation is actually the first stage of the innovation development process. It is the first stage. It is going to involve generate exploring ideas to a specific problem which is going to be addressed. What are all the opportunities and what are all the challenges we need to face it. This is what we have mentioned of the risk taking. When we move into the process only, we'll be able to face the challenges, which is we talk about the risk taking factors. So we have to generate and explore our ideas. That is the sources of innovation and the idea selection. All these things comes under this. And next, the key characters of ideation through how we are able to reach this ideation. It needs to involve the brainstorming. We need to talk with our people. We need to have a brainstorming sessions and the idea must be generated. We need to focus on identifying the problems and also the opportunities. Whenever we talk about the problems or challenges, we will be able to point out the opportunities even. That is the point where we have to grab everything, the opportunities. And we need to encourage the wild thinking and also the creative thinking. We need to encourage when we have a brainstorming sessions, we will be getting all the creative thinking and the wild thinking. And we need to involve in the research and gathering inspiration. When we take on to the account of all the ideas, we need to make them involve in the research and the gathering inspiration, which is the key characteristics of the ideation. For this, we can have another example for this ideation. Nike's development of the Flyknit shoes. We all are aware of this. In 2012, Nike designed the team. They were tasking with creating a lightweight, a flexible, and a sustainable running shoe. All these things they need in as a one product. It should be lightweight, it should be flexible, it should be a sustainable running shoe. Through this ideation process, they again involve the brainstorming session, research, experimentation, and finally the team came up with the concept of fly-knit shoes. This is the ideation process. How they are able to develop it as a final product. Brainstorming session is needed in these steps. So the ideation steps, we need to identify the problem, That is why they need to have a high and flexible running shoes. And the research and gathered inspiration is that they studied about the spider webs, the bird nest, and other natural structures where we can learn about this ideology, and brainstormed and generated ideas where we explore the various materials and also the manufacturing process for it. We were able to explore many things. When we brainstorm and generate ideas only, we will be able to explore based on this particular real time example we're talking it about. They're able to explore the various materials, the manufacturing processes. And next is selection and refine the idea. So after the session, they were able to refine their idea. They were able to select all the approximate spaces for their idea. They are able to develop the flynet concept using a combination of yarns and a new manufacturing process. They came into a perfect ideology. And when we talk about incubation is where we will be nurturing our ideas, our prototype, and we will be testing over there. Incubation is actually a process of innovation development. Our idea, where it will be developed in the incubation center, it will be developed. We will nurture our ideas, what we had in our mind, and what we have patented in the government. That particular ideology, we're doing it as a product with the incubation center where all the ideas will be nurtured. And we need to talk about the prototypes even, and we need to talk about the testing, and where our process of innovation development happens. So the key characteristics of incubation, what are all the characteristics? It involves the experimentation and it involves the prototyping also. We need to focus on the validating assumptions. Our refining of ideas happens in the incubation. And what happens when we develop, as we all know, failures might happen. Iteration, the refining comes with the process of iteration. Refining the process is being iterated again and again and again. That which encourages the learning. We have to encourage the learning through our failures and iteration. It also involves to have gatheration of all our feedback from the stakeholders also. That is also very important. We have to gather the feedback from our stakeholders, which is also a key characteristic of the incubation. We can see here the real world example for this incubation. The Google's development of the self-driving cars, as we all know, in 2009 they have done with the Google founders Larry Page and Sergey Brin. They had an idea to create a self-driving cars, and they had the incubation phase even. And in that incubation phase, what and all happened? The experimentation, they created a prototype vehicle and they tested it on in a closed courses. They started testing it how it is being done, because before, whenever we go with the final end product or whatever, we will be going on with the testing phases. So they created a prototype vehicle and they tested in a closed courses. And prototype, they developed a sophisticated software and sensor systems which enables autonomous driving, because it needs to be engraved with many sensors, many radars need to be, many radars also need to be, because everything they need to check about the traffic lights and other natural lights, and they need to sense the tree passes, and they need to sense the any animals or even any obstacles, whatever, and they need to refine it. What are all the obstacles it is of? They need to find it out, and they need to find the distance between the vehicles which is being passed by along with them. What are all the vehicles are passing? What is the distance between them? Everything must be calculated. For everything, we need to sensors and radars we need to have it, and all these things must work in a synchronized manner, thereby which the self-driving car will be able to move ahead. That is the thing they need to concentrate, and they need to have many experimental setups, and they need to cross many iterations ultimately to come out with a final product. So they developed a sophisticated software for that to enable this autonomous driving. Testing, they conducted an extensive testing on public roads, gathering data and refining the system. After conducting the extensive testing, they will be able to gather the data, what are all they have, and further with the collected data, they will be able to refine the system. That is possible. Only after getting the testing data, they'll be able to refine their particular system. Thereby, which the final product will be of an end product which is in a good condition. The quality test also should be checked. Iteration. They continue to iterate and refine the system, addressing the technical and safety challenges. What are all the technical challenges they have faced on, and what are all the safety challenges? Because when we cannot just talk about the hurdles or any obstacles during driving. That obstacles could be of anything. That could be a human, or that could be any things or whatever. We need to check all those things based on that particular characteristic. So for that, they need to iterate their system, they need to refine their system to address all these challenges. And next comes the acceleration. Acceleration, accelerating, moving forward. That's it. So to move forward, we need to scale up. We need to move on to the next level. We need to scale up. We need to refine, and we need to prepare for the launch of the product. The incubation and process of innovation development will lead us to go for a product launch. What are all the things we have done over there, we will be able to scale up, refine, and prepare for the launch. So, what are the key characteristics of the acceleration? It is going to involve the scaling up, and it is going to refine our innovative solution. What we had in our mind, the innovation, will be refined. We are going to focus on the developing business plan, what we have, and business strategies, what we have, we will be focusing. It encourages us also with the collaboration with the stakeholders and also with our partners, because collaboration is more important with the stakeholders and our partners, whereby they are going to help us. It is again the backbone of our innovative development. They help us in many ways, so that at last we will be able to involve with the preparation for the launch and also with the marketing with our stakeholders and partners. This is the key characteristics of the acceleration. For this also we can see one example. Dollar Shapes Club's acceleration from startup to global brand. Everything they comes with a startup, an ideology, and they move on with the global brand. As Dollar Shave Clubs, they have done it. In 2011, Dollar Shave Club's founder Michael Dubin had an idea for a subscription-based razor delivery service. That is the start. That is their startup idea. And during their acceleration phase, what are all happened? During their acceleration phase, scaling up. They expanded their service niche. They tried to gather, they try to reach out as many as customers they will be able to reach out. They done the refining process, they improved their razors and added the new products also. On seeing the customer demand, on seeing the marketing strategy, they are able to add the new products. There we talk about the refining stage. Business planning. They secured funding and they partnered with the major retailers. As they grow up in their product, they are able to partner with the major retailers also. Thereby which they came from the startup to a brand. And launch preparation. They prepared for a global launch which is going to be expanding into the new markets. They prepared for the global launch. As they start with the startup, they are able to move to the global launch, which is going to be the launch preparation. And then comes the implementation. So launching the innovation, the feedback, iteration, all these done. So implementation is going to be the final stage of the innovation development process, our final touch. It involves the launching and deploying the innovative solutions, monitoring the performance, and not only that, continuously improving. As we have seen in the previous example, the startup, the razor they have startup and they have made it a brand. Why? Because they're able to add the new product and they continuously improve their product also, which is the implementation stage. We talk about the innovation, we talk about the feedback, and we also talk about the iteration also in the implementation phase. The key characteristics of implementation will be of it involves the launching and deploying the innovative solutions, focusing on monitoring performance and gathering feedback. It encourages the continuous improvement and iteration. When we talk about the implementation, launching is very much important, and also how we deploy our innovative solution, it is also another important one. We need to focus on the performance monitoring. We need to focus on the feedback. Based on the feedback, we will be able to enhance our product, our ideology, what we have developed, we will be able to enhance with the gatheration of the feedback, and which is going to encourage us with a continuous improvement and also iteration. This is actually the evaluation of the success and the impact. This particular phase, we will be able to check out the impact and the success. And for this also, we can see a real world example, Warby Parker's implementation of home try on program. Warby Parker is actually an eyewear company we all know. They developed a home try on program to disrupt the traditional eyewear industry. What they done during their implementation? They launched the program allowing the customer to try frames at home itself. They monitored their performance, they gathered their feedback and the data on the customer behavior. They able to gather the feedback and the data. They continuously improved the program. They refined the try-on process, what they are in progress. Based on that, they started refining, and based on that, they expanded the frame options also, because as in the try-on given with the customers, they are able to gather many things, so they expanded the frame options and they evaluated the success. They measured the increased sales and the customer satisfaction. This is another real world example we can check out about the implementation phase. When we talk about the TRL, the technology readiness level, we can see it in the TRL definition, what it is, and what are all the TRL stages we will be having, and what is the importance of TRL, why we need the TRL, the importance. We can check it out. So, technology readiness level is actually a framework which assess the maturity level of the technology. Very simple. We all know. So, what are the key characteristics for it? It evaluates the technology maturity, it assesses the risk, and also it assesses the potential for success, how it could be done. What are all the risk factors? And what are all the potential for success also? It guides the investment, and it also find the resource allocation decisions also. It guides for that also for us with the technology readiness level. We can see the TRL stages, how it is being reached. We have TRL 1, 2 goes with 9. The basic principles must be observed. The technology concept must be formulated. After observing the basic principles, we will be able to formulate the technology concept. And we can experiment the proof of the concept. What we have as a proof of concept, we can experiment it. And it should be validated in the lab. Technology, what we have we have come into an idea, it should be validated in the lab. And it should be validated in the relevant environmental also. After with the lab, we need to move on with the relevant environment. And technology, it should be qualified through testing. What we have done with the lab or with the relevant environment, that must be demonstrated in particular relevant environment again. And it should go through the quality test. So technology must be qualified through testing. With the testing phase, it must be qualified. And technology flight proven or field tested, that is another level called as TRL 8. And the stage 9, it talks about the technology proven through successful mission operations. That is the last level. So starting with the basic principle, we need to observe and we need to have a formulated concept, and we have to have an experimental proof. We need to validate in the lab, we need to do it in the relevant environment, and we need to, after validation of the relevant environment, we have to demonstrate the relevant environment, and through testing we need to qualify, and flight proven or field trusted must be done, and it has to cross through the successful mission operations. This is the levels. So basic research will be done. The basic principles will be observed and it will be reported. And applied research, that is technology concept or application, will be formulated. Critical function, what are all the concept which is going to be established, the proof of the concepts. And laboratory testing, the testing of the prototype, testing of the component or testing of the process, and laboratory testing of the integrated system as a whole. And the prototype system is going to be verified. An integrated pilot system is going to be demonstrated, and system is going to be incorporated in the commercial design and system ready at the last stage for full scale deployment. And finally, it goes into the market introduction, crossing all the technology readiness level test, all the stages, to be very simple. So, what is the importance of this TRL? It is going to evaluate our technology maturity. It will be evaluating for assessing the risk and the potential for the success. And as we all told, guides the investment and resource allocation decision. It facilitates the communication among the stakeholders. It facilitates all the communication among our stakeholders, which is the importance of the TRL. And when we talk about the commercialization of the lab technologies, it is actually the lab to market challenge what we talk about here. When we talk about the commercialization of the lab technology, it is a lab to market. So intellectual property protection is important one here. It happens with the technology transfer models. Funding and investment will be needed. Market analysis and validation must be done at this particular thing. So it is actually the overcoming the valley of death. We need to find the gap, the funding gaps. We need to find it out. Where are all the funding gaps is available? And all the hurdles we have seen, we need to regulate it. And the market uncertainty, this is again the risk factor. This is again the risk where we need to be ready to take it out. Market uncertainty will be there, ups and downs in the market, the changes in the behavior of the customer, which leads to the market's uncertainty, where we need to take up our risk. And technology transfer challenges also happens. Technology, as we all say, wherever we go, technology. Even a session is now is a technology transfer. So we need to take into account the technology transfer challenges also, market uncertainty also, the regulatory hurdles, the funding gaps. We need to check out all these market challenges. Intellectual property protection, we need to safeguard our innovation based on patents. We can safeguard copyrights, trademark, trade secret. As we all know, a quick review, patent and copyright. The major difference is that Patent requires innovation, copyright doesn't require innovation. It should be of new idea. The patent copyright does not require a new idea, it requires the expression of the idea. That is the only point the copyright aims for. The expression of the idea alone is important for them, not the idea. The same idea can be told by many people, but how they express differs. For copyright, for the patent, it is purely innovative, purely a unique idea. And trademark, we all know whenever we see the BMW, that icon, we'll be able to identify it's BMW or Nike or whatever. They have fixed their trademark. Trade secret is that how they prepare. If we talk about the beverages, Coca Cola or Pepsi, what is the trade secret? What is the bottling equipment they use? And for that, what are all the things they use? That is going to be the trade secret. And when we see the about with this beverages itself, when we talk about the copyright, both the websites will be displaying the same things, but how they display that matters. That is the copyright. So we need to have an intellectual property protection, and in the technology transfer models, we need to have a collaboration and the partnership. Licensing agreements need to be there. We need to have a joint research and development. Spin-offs and startups will be there. That is the technology transfer model. University industry partnership is needed. Whenever we talk about this technology transfer models, we need to have a university and industry partnership to achieve this particular technology transfer models. When we talk about the funding and investment, we need to have a securing funding and also the commercialization. We need to talk about the venture capital. We need to find the angel investors, government grants, crowdfunding. Based on all these, we will be able to commercialize our lab technologies, which is possible only with the funding of the commercialization. We need to find the venture capital, angel investors, government grants, crowdfunding. Based on that, only we will be able to achieve this particular thing. And about the market analysis and validation, we need to understand our market. That is called, as the name indicates, analysis and validation of the market. Market research, the customer validation, the competitor analysis is another important thing where we have the market sizing and the forecasting. We need to check out our market sizing. We need to forecast about it, and then only we will be able to analyze the market and we can validate our market even. That is possible. And to go with the conclusion phase, I wish to have a gathering of points what we have discussed right now. The process of innovation development, which is going to be the technology readiness level and commercialization, it's actually a complex and also a multi-stage journey. So as we talk it as a multi-stage journey, it is going to require a careful planning, and it needs a strategic partnership, and a deep understanding is needed of the technology what we are going to do, of the market, and also the regulatory landscape. We should have a deep understanding of all these things, thereby which we can cross the complex and the multi-stage journey in a cakewalk. It is possible when we have a clear planning, when we have a deep understanding of all these things. And the effective innovation development, what it involves means it involves a structured approach where we transit from the idea generation to the proof of concept, the prototype development, ultimately the commercialization. This TRL, they provide a valuable framework for assessing the maturity of a technology, and it guides its development. When we have a structured approach and the proof of concept, that is the idea generation to proof of concept, it commercialized. This commercialization of the lab technology, the what they demand, they demand a nuanced understanding of the market, an understanding of the competition, and the regulatory requirements, thereby which it will be able to involve the transforming a laboratory proven concept into a viable product or a service. They often require a significant investment, partnership, and strategic planning through which we will be able to commercialize our lab technology. It is possible. And uh, I need to have a final touch. As we are concluding today with our discussion on the innovation, on the commercialization, we need to remember that turning ideas into reality, it requires perseverance, it requires collaboration, and more importantly, a willingness to take a calculated risk. We should not mention it is just a risk. That is very risky again. It should be a calculated risk. We should be able to willing to take a calculate, because we should have expected with the risk when we strategically analyze the market, analyze the customer, analyze the technology. We will be able to forecast the risk, which is called as a calculated risk, we all hope. And we need to keep on innovating, keep pushing the boundaries, and most importantly, keep turning our visions into tangible impact. That is what I learned from my vision and from my experience and from the experts what and all they have told. We need to keep on innovating, keep pushing the boundaries. Importantly, keep turning your vision into tangible impact. And I thank you all for your attention. And I wish you all the best on your own innovation journeys. Thank you, one and all, for spending your valuable time with me. Thank you to the organizers, and over to the organizers.
Uh, Thank you so much, ma'am, for your insights. But I think we should have little bit of session like questions,
Yes, ma'am.
question
Yes,
and
ma'am. Of course,
answer.
ma'am. It is open for the enquiries, and we can learn from that, ma'am, further.
Yes. So anybody who has questions, we can share the.
And their views also they can even share, ma'am, because we can learn together. Their views also they can share, the ideologies.
Hmm. So anybody who has questions, please do not leave the session, as feedback link will be shared in few minutes, and we do not share feedback links after the session, because feedback link will be giving you as a participant certificate. Any questions?
Ma'am, even if it is from YouTube, if they have any queries, is
Queries,
it
we can.
possible? Yes, ma'am.
Yes, yes, yes. Just check if they have any queries on YouTube.
Or if any ideologies or discussions also we can take it into account where we can grow together, ma'am.
No queries on YouTube. Okay, if anyone wants to speak around or share their views on it. So I think, Gayatri ma'am, we do not have more queries. I think you
Yes,
would
ma'am. You
have
can
to.
share my contact number and mail ID also, because in future, if they need to have any idea exploration, we can make it, ma'am. If possible, we can kindly share it, ma'am. Or can I do it?
Yes, ma'am, you can share in the chat box.
Yeah, I'll do it,
And
ma'am.
I think you have cleared many points in your PPT where students and the participants would have definitely got an insight about the idea generation, incubation, startup, innovation process.
Yes, ma'am. I hope I have done justice to your topic and for your
Yes,
time even.
yes, ma'am, definitely, definitely. This is what is required to understand the basic things in the organize when you think about starting anything.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this
Thank
has
you.
been shown. So participants can see the feedback link on their chat box. Please do not message or calls that we have missed the feedback link, because it is shared and pinned so that you can get your e-certificates. We actually do not have the SOP of sharing the feedback links to personally. So, Gayatri ma'am, I would like to thank you for your precious time and inputs to RGCMS. I would like to thank our director also, Dr. Dinesh Kabni sir, who has given us the immense opportunity to conduct these events. And over to the student Gauri, who will be giving vote of thanks to you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for the wonderful opportunity you have given me. Thank you to all the organizers and the administration. Thank you all. And the listeners, to be very honest, you have shared your valuable time. Thank you all.
Yeah, so over to Gauri. Yeah, come here. बैठो जल्दी.
Thank you everyone. From kindly patience. Before we conclude the session, participate please fill the feedback link in the shared in G chat. As we conclude this this webinar, expert talks on process of innovation development technology TRL